Blessings and the love and light of the Prime Creative Force, Source Supreme Most High, Mother God. Thank you to her original Wonder Twin, Father God. There's a lot going on, and I resisted this video for the longest time. And then I got pinged that you're only as sick as your secrets. So I am full transparency, and maybe this will help wake up humanity. This story actually begins when I was born into bloodlines that have been targeted, like my mother, one of the original survivors of electronic shock mistreatment. My heart's pounding. I want to give credit where credit is due, and credit is due to our Divine Mother of all creation who saved all of our asses. She ran circles around the cabal, and she's getting ready to leave this planet. So this letter was written to President Donald Trump, January 20th, 2017. I did get a lot of the letter from other sources, and I do have their names, but it'd take me a while to go through all my folders. And once I do, I will give credit. So if you're hearing this and this is some of your words, thank you, because the ones being hurt are actually supposed to come up with all their own evidence, to come up with who's doing it, but yet while doing it, not to look like you're crazy, because this has been such a diabolical, horrible, dark thing. Let's wake up, because Mama's in the ring. It's knockout time. So, January 20th, 2017, dear Mr. President Donald John Trump. My name is Pamela Purdy, and I am writing on behalf of my husband, Steve Purdy, my 10-year-old young daughter, my 78-year-old father-in-law, and other immediate family members, and on behalf of the 10 million individuals that are victims of no-touch torture weapons and non-lethal torture weapons. There are a number of interlocking systems, technologies, and techniques which are currently being deployed against the innocent citizens of the United States of America by certain rogue segments of our national government. These rogue government workers are deemed above the law and hide behind the guise of national security. We are victims of non-consensual experimentation, and they are killing us slowly with their highly advanced technological weapons. They call it a soft kill, or slow kill, or even people cooking, because they use microwave radiation weapons, among other directed energy weapons, to kill their victims. And it looks like the person dies of a natural cause, like a heart attack, a stroke, an aneurysm, and even suicide or self-execution. They call it slow kill, and I call it a silent massacre, a technological holocaust, technological genocide, no-touch torture eugenics. Please ban the use of these weapons on innocent children, elderly American citizens of all ages. Even pets are not exempt. No one is exempt from these weapons, not even world leaders. Please put an end to the globalist New World Order worldwide military intelligence corruption program. Please stop DEW, directed energy weapons, attacks, covert surveillance, organized gang stalking and orchestrated harassment, electronic torture. Please stop the torture in America. And it's really global. The CIA is a federal agency which operates above the law on domestic soil and engages in extreme, widely unknown terror campaigns against American citizens, utilizing a vast array of military caliber psychological warfare tactics and physical torture through microwave radiation weapons and slow kill murder. Without the proper oversight and transparency, rogue elements within this very powerful and far-reaching agency will continue to operate with total disregard for both domestic and international laws. Our constitutional, civil, and basic human rights are jeopardized whenever a few holding such vast power are overseen and scrutinized solely by like-minded sick individuals. This black ops government needs to be stopped. They stand with Satan and use the same technology that Hitler used in his demonic regime, albeit the technology is highly advanced today. The terror they have managed to unleash against an untold number of innocent American citizens and global citizens worldwide, young and old alike, on domestic soil, presently labeled as targeted individuals, cannot continue to be ignored or simply written off as overactive imaginations and or mental illness. Aaron Alexis, Myron Mays, Tyrone Dew, Ken Rhodes, Steve Purdy, all victims, well, survivors. No, well, Aaron Alexis is not a survivor, and neither is Myron Mays. So, what does that say? Not everybody survives these programs, and there are many. You get on and look up Timothy Trespass and his wife Petra. We're real people, and this is happening. A common tactic of the CIA is to make a victim of their monstrous abuses appear paranoid, delusional, angry, or mentally unstable in order to discredit the victim. When complaints arise about the horrific circumstances the victim is forced to endure as a part of their daily existence 24/7, in this case, the victim is Steve Purdy, my husband, Forced, F-O-R-C-E-D, and father to our 10-year-old daughter and son to his 78-year-old dad. And he has a mom too. And anyways, power tends to corrupt, and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Quoted from the historical Lord Acton. As targeted individuals, or TIs, experiencing this heinous and shameful abuse of power on a daily basis for several agonizing years now. So this started in 2015, South Carolina, Hilton Head Lakes, where neighbors killing neighbors there. Testing all their weapons, military, Air Force, Navy. You know it. You name it. You know, gang stalking, color coding, all that. It was horrible. The pings in the walls that you can hear snapping because the directed energy weapon bounced off the wall, and it sounds like snapping in the bathroom it was. And their little decorative doors to help with all the abuse. Anyways, onward and upward. So, as targeted individuals, or TIs, experiencing this heinous and shameful abuse of power on a daily basis for several agonizing years now, I implore you to take action as our commander-in-chief. The oath that you agreed to today was to preserve and protect and defend the citizens of the United States. You stated that our pain is your pain. Well, we are going through an unbearable amount of pain, non-consensually forced upon us by our own government. Outright criminal tactics and cavalier operatives who believe the laws of our country are beneath them need to be held accountable and brought up on criminal charges. Torture in America cannot continue to be ignored. State-sponsored terrorism against innocent citizens, Soros, being deployed by an arm of our military under the guise of national security. All of this cannot be tolerated in a free and just society. To simply ignore this ongoing abuse and atrocity is the equivalent of condoning the action. It is time, albeit long overdue, to make permanent and wide-sweeping changes to an agency that is rapidly spiraling out of control, notorious worldwide for their abuses, and have become so arrogant, sanctimonious, sadistic, and satanic. Sodomy. It's one of their favorite things with children and stuff. And as to believe themselves above the law. You're not. Mama's got you all. Ran circles around the cabal. Thank you, Mother. I can breathe. Our country is too great to allow a segment of our government to conduct themselves in this manner. If vast changes are not made now, then when will the next opportunity arise? This country will cease to exist if this domestic terrorism and electronic torture continues. ELF. Extremely low frequency. Sonic and electromagnetic frequencies disorient and disrupt human functioning, including but not limited to the following. Memory loss. They'd love for me to lose my memory. I lost a week of it in the Hilo Hospital. When I came in as Jane Doe, I had a bathrobe on of many colors and a peace pipe in my pocket when the police found me. And they said, "Where do you live?" And I pointed up to the coconut tree. And then I went into the hospital. Yeah, there's more to that story, but this about this letter. Anyways, memory loss, nausea. Oh man, I had my bouts of nausea big time in Florida too. Ringing in the ears. Headaches, fatigue. I always keep going no matter what. Heart attacks, my dad. Strokes, my aunt. Irritability, sensitivity to sound. Oh man, I am like sensitive. I can like clanking your silverware. Sensitivity to sound. Depression, spasms, forced orgasm, electronic rape, mind rape, inability to concentrate, arthritis, eyesight becomes blurred, pain of being poked with needles, nails become wavy, night sweats. Nails become wavy? What does that mean? Oh, I don't know. Directed energy weapons, they can bring down a building. Anyways, night sweats, sleep deprivation. Oh, that's a big one. Keep you sleep deprived for sure. And all of this can cause the victim to go insane. The CIA or NSA uses the voice of God. That's what they call it. There is a voice of God, and she's using it for sure. Thank you, Mother. Go look at her videos, loveis1.org. Thousands of videos. 14 plus years ago she's been doing this, and she always said at the end, I am so in love with humanity. Well, right now, obviously she's the mother, because I am not so in love with humanity right now. I need them to wake the fuck up. So Mom can, ascend. She needs more on board, otherwise this wave is going to knock everybody out. And then you'll be taking off your masks off your mouth and using them as diapers, because you never listened when I told you to get your adult diapers. The CIA or NSA uses the voice of God or V2K or a synthetic